Hello my lovelies and welcome to today's video. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit overwhelmed because of the sheer volume of stuff that I'm about to show you, but it's a positive overwhelm, I guess you could say. You may have seen over the weekend I posted my vlog, my first time and kind of finally getting back into cosplay with the London's Winter Comic Con, and also my first time at YALC, which just so happened to be the 10-year anniversary. So all around it was a fantastic weekend. I went up to London the Friday prior, stayed up there. The event was over on the Saturday and the Sunday, 16th and 17th of November I believe, and then we travelled back on the Monday. So it was like a whirlwind adventure. I had such a great time, listened in on some panels, bumped into some friends that I speak with online, like meeting them for the first time in real life, and just it was phenomenal. I had such a blast. I think it was like one of the greatest adventures I've been on in a while, it feels like. So I of course am here to do a haul. It's mainly books, I'm not gonna lie. There are an abundance of books and I was heavily spending. I prepared for it. I had my savings that I was going to dip into specifically for this weekend, so I knew it was going to be a big one, but I definitely did some damage and I thought, let me share that with you. I have a suitcase full of stuff and 2 tote bags of stuff, and I guess let's just start with one of them. So I haven't got them in any particular order. They're mixed up with the stuff that I got on Comic Con day and the stuff that I got on YALC day, and kind of like a blend of the two. So I'm just going to pick them up. If there's a story that goes with it, I shall share the story. If not, I'll just tell you a little bit about the product, and hopefully I can find cards, like business cards and things like that, to give you better descriptors of the small businesses and stuff to show some support to. But if not, I'll try and input any information either on screen or in the description. Right, that was enough preamble. Let's get into our first bag, which is coming to you in this beautiful Epic Reads bag, which looks like so. On one side it says, "Get in books, we're going reading." I love it. And on the other side it says Epic Reads. Let's go in here. I actually think this has the majority of the stuff that I got on the Saturday, which was like mainly the Comic Con day. So let's see what's in here. I will say I also got fudge. The fudge has mainly been consumed, so there's that. You'll probably see like a glimpse of that in my vlog, because I did kind of go over everything that I got on the Saturday at Comic Con, so I won't go into too much depth there. It'll mainly just be the books, but thought I'd share them regardless. I wasn't actually expecting Comic Con to have authors downstairs as well, so it was really nice to see some people talking about the books that they were publishing and kind of getting some engagement there. So I had some really cool conversations with said authors. And we are going to start off with Joe Dawson's novel. This is The Goodness Potion. Really spoke to us and inspired us because the author is dyslexic and he wrote it in such a way that it is not sort of hard on the eyes, hard on the brain. The paper, he said, is slightly yellowed, again to help with the words kind of sticking to the page. The spacing is slightly spaced out as well. Lots of stuff that he went into on this, and it was just generally good conversation. At the core of the story, it sounds like it is your good versus evil, and I believe our main character is given a potion that will turn him into either one or the other. And before he even takes that, he's kind of trying to grasp the understanding of what does it mean to be wholly good and what does it mean to be wholly evil, and what will that mean specifically for him. So yeah, I think it's aimed at middle grade readers, but of course anyone can read and enjoy any book as long as it's generally age appropriate. But this sounded really cool, so I think me and my partner's going to read this together, probably like a read aloud sort of thing. But yeah, definitely check out the author if you are interested in this. The author that was showcasing their wares was a husband and wife duo, so I got a little bit of everything from theirs. It was really cool to see black indie authors in the manga space, so I had to show some support with that. So they had these chapters, which I guess you could say is like issues of their manga, called Arc Song. So the author is Nathan Hawthorne, and this is really cool because it's full color. So I just want to quickly show you a little bit of the artwork in there. So this one says, when a mysterious package is delivered to a military warehouse, Captain Lyrica and her crew of sky pirates take it upon themselves to investigate. However, they soon find that there is much more to this package than meets the eye. The crew of the Lycanide on the adventure across the skies of Eresia that will change the world forever. They also had this one for sale. This was Asta's Peace, which looked really cool. Earth and Gaia. War has waged on for centuries across these 3 human worlds without any sign of victory for any side. Among the warriors fighting in this war are special individuals with unusual abilities called Arc-Knights, believed to be holy knights chosen by the One. As the war wages on somewhere on the Gaian continent of Uranel, a young Arc-Knight makes her way through enemy territory, hoping to end the war that plagues mankind for good. However, with the hopes of billions resting on her shoulders, will she be able to carry such a heavy burden alone? And I'll show you, without spoiling anything, some of the art. I really like the little character pages in between. I think they're dotted kind of throughout the story. And then lastly, from these two, something that I'm super excited about is the anime journal. And this is something that I think will be so much fun to fill in, kind of like a reading journal, right? So every time I finish an anime, I can write down a little bit about it, what I thought. And I love that they said you can also gift it to someone. Like, you can fill it completely in, gift it to someone and be like, here, check these out, these are my thoughts, add your thoughts to it. So I really liked that idea. The next one, as I was walking past, this author was like, here, take a book, and if you like it, you might want to try out some more of my work. And I was like, that is so kind and so random, but thank you so much. The cover is very striking. That fuchsia pink is, oh, it's more of like a bubblegum pink. It's beautiful. This is Robert Rankin's The Divine Commodore, and this sounded kind of like a comedy historical fiction kind of vibe, and I think it's a graphic novel. Yeah, I guess you would say it's an illustrated book, so lots of text but also lots of illustrations. So this one follows the Commodore and his Kiwi bird crew, who set out on a magical adventure to sail around the world, visiting mythical kingdoms and wondrous lands. The year is 1795 and science is at war with magic. This is a special edition as well, and it's limited to 3,000 signed and numbered copies. I didn't realise it was signed. Oh, that's amazing. This is 1,984. How sweet is that? Oh, I love that. That is so kind. So exciting. It's a nice black shiny sort of hardback underneath. Also got a couple of like freebies and samples that I picked up when I traversed upstairs into the unknown depths of YALC. So here they are. Let me just whiz through those. So beautiful art piece. This is the cover art for Poems of Tortured Souls, which looks like so. There is another Sad Ghost Club, which is coming out by Lizzie Middens. This is so exciting because I love this series. You can't see it at the minute because I'm filming on my phone, but my phone case cover is a illustration by Lizzie Middens, the Sad Ghost Club. So I have read, oh my god, there's more than I thought. I've read the first one, the second one, I think. Yeah, so now there's going to be 3 that I need to catch up on, which I'm very excited about. Love that. G. Drew's sample for Don't Let the Forest In. I have been wanting to check out her work for ages. I follow her. She's Paper Fury on Twitter or X and Instagram, and I follow her. I love all her posts. But this is how the original finalized cover looks. This is how the sample looks, and it says, not every fairy tale has happy ending. Oh, so excited. So these next 4 make up the first couple of chapters, and I'm chucking stuff everywhere, of a book, a secret book that is coming out next year. It says BKMRK's secret book. So it looks like this, which is really cool. I love all the colours. And it says, I don't actually know which one is, okay, 1 of 4, 1 of 4. 1 of 4, 1 of 4, but I don't know where to begin. Anyway, it says the priestess, the rebel, the tomb raider, so it sounds like it could be Egyptian, and the princess. I am very intrigued. looking forward to seeing how this kind of builds a bigger picture and finding out what that book actually is. I am super excited for this one. I recently read Young Gothic by M.A. Bennett, and the sequel has been released and the cover and everything recently. So I saw a sample for Children of the Night, and I cannot wait to give this a go, and also obviously get the book in the new year or borrow it from the library. I borrowed the first one from the library, so I would probably do the same if it comes in. This is, oh, I'm so excited. Just excited to be back in the world with the characters and kind of see where the adventures take them now and learn a bit more about them and their very being, I guess. Loved the first one, so got really high hopes for the second. This one is called A Witch's Guide to Love and Poison, and it's by Amina Qureshi. This is coming out in March 2025. This is how the finished cover looks, which says, it's a cozy YA fantasy packed with magic, sisterhood and found family, which are all things that I absolutely cherish in a book. And on the actual side it says romance, potions and poison. So this sounds like it could be a lot of fun. Oh, it's the author of My Big Fat Desi Wedding, which I recognise. So looking forward to that one. This one was really sold to me. This is a sample for Black Dolls by Rachel Fetterotti and Flo Willie. So this is a graphic novel which follows an all-black female pop punk band in the 80s, and it sounds absolutely fantastic. It says it's a mashup between We Are Lady Parts and Josie and the Pussycats. And here is a character guide here in the front and a little bit of the art style as well, so excited to try that. Then there is We Used to Be Magic by B. Ingle. This says fall in love with B. Ingle's unmissable debut novel, which is coming out in January 2025. And here is the other side, which looks absolutely beautiful. I love this like pastel blue, baby blue. It says, I'm gripped by this overwhelming sense of significance suddenly. Like somehow this night was always going to end with him. Oh, love that. Do you know what? I think I might end up doing like a vlog or something where I sit down and read all these samples and tell you which ones I'm definitely going to be looking out for in 2025. So if you are interested in a video like that, do let me know. What were these bookmarks, which I'll show you the back sides of as well. This sticker which says they call themselves Grisha, and this is Demon the Wood, part of the Grishaverse by Lee Bardugo. Business cards I picked up, so we've got Dolly Path, who does clothing and goodies for the Smart Dolls, is Ink Kiwi, who does creative portraits by Kieran Smith. I think he's the one that we actually have commissioned a couple portrait, but in the style of Coraline by Tim Burton, so I'm very excited of that. Hawthorne Art, which is the creator behind these books that I mentioned earlier. It's the socials as well. And also to hand right now, I have the Nona Gallery Art, which looks like that. And they do apparel, books and comics, jewellery, plushies and lots more. I still got myself 2 pairs of beautiful earrings. One of them I wore on the Sunday, and this is by Golden Petal Emporium. So I got some dice for Dungeons and Dragons, and they are absolutely stunning. They matched my hair at the time as well. They're just beautiful. They are kind of heavy, but it's something you get used to as you go throughout the day. They are beautiful. And I also got these moth ones, some crescent moons hanging down as well. They are stunning also. Absolutely love them. I had one of my old totes within that tote just to keep everything nice and secure. So in there I have 3 books that I can see. So 2 horrors and 1 fantasy. So we've got Elise John's Orphea and Eurydice. I can't say that, Eurydice. There we go, Orphea and Eurydice, which I have been collecting. Any kind of retelling, I need to sit down properly and actually go through them and read them, but this is the retelling of obviously said couple. It says here, their love transcends every boundary, can it cheat death? Orphea's poetry can move flowers to bloom and waves to dance, but her father, the sun god, has forbidden her this art. Defying all expectations, she wins a place, training with the powerful muses, and learns to craft stories infused with history, romance, and tragedy. Orphea's heart's desires grow as she forms a bond with a young shield maker, Eurydice. and a fiery ambition finds a perfect complement in his soft-mannered support. Recruited for the quest to win the Golden Fleece, Orphea faces dragons, sirens, and ruthless warriors, but she longs to return to Eurydice, yet she has a darker journey to make, one which will see her fight for her love and all the power of her poetry. Oh, that sounds so beautiful. Next up, I have Trespass Against Us by Leon Kemp, and this is a stunning cover. It's very shiny. It says, I'm just going to read like the back rather than the full synopsis, but it says, deep down, Riley had always known Dominic House wasn't done with him. Deeper than that, he'd always known the opposite too. He wasn't done with Dominic House either. And I think this follows, I actually think this was the Epic Reads stand. Yeah, that makes sense because I had them mainly in my Epic Reads bag. Yeah, anyway, I digress. This follows a few characters who sneak into this abandoned religious boarding house, and I think it has like this mind twisty altering thing with them. It's abandoned, so there's no people actually in there, but I think it takes the supernatural route. It leaves psychological scars on them, and it seems like our main character is drawn back there because I don't think everybody made it out, so this sounds quite haunting. And then I also have Cheryl Isaac's The Unfinished, which has a beautiful cover as well. And it says here, this is in partnership with We Need Diverse Books, which is awesome to support. If the Blackwater wanted to take someone, let it try. Maybe this was the way to find Kay. My feet already moving agreed. Do the exact opposite of what the Blackwater was expecting. Flush the ragged man out of the forest and force him to show himself. Do the opposite of what I was best at. Instead of running away from things, I would run to the Blackwater. And this follows a star athlete in a small town. Goes for her morning run, just her usual one, but it leads her to a strange pond in the middle of a forest. She then awakens a horror that the townsfolk had long forgotten. So it sounds super eerie, super unsettling, and I guess super unfinished. That did not work. I don't know why I said that. Right, let's see what else is in this bag. Okay, from Luna's Bookish Flames. This is where my card stopped working at this point on Saturday because it was like flagging it, and I think it's because I was buying too much stuff in quick succession. So yeah, this was the Sunday, not the Saturday, and I was a bit too happy with my card. I really should have drawn out money. Draw out money next time, guys, and maybe let your banks know that you're going to have a heavy spend weekend because I clearly did not. So we have the business card here, and we've also got QR code and socials as well if you're interested. Candle I decided to choose was Yes, I'm Reading Smut Again, and this has the vanilla, white orchid, tonka, coconut, cocoa bean and sandalwood in it, and it's a beautiful bright pink colour. They're all naturally made. It's got beautiful biodegradable glitter in there as well, and it smells amazing. It looks like it's got one of those wicks that would crackle, so I'd have to see, but it smells super cozy, super sweet. I love the title, I love the artwork. There are so many that I want to get. They're also licensed for Sarah J Maas candles as well, so there were loads of those. Well, I say loads of those, there were limited stock of those because obviously a lot of people wanted those, but beautiful. I really love this, and I had to go small on this because I didn't want to risk breaking it on the way home, like having too many like clang against each other, and also the weight of it as well. Will say my friend from work suggested a small little suitcase. Lifesaver, honestly, because I have been to con before, but back when I was like 16, 17, and I only ever did like the 1 days, like the Saturday, and I remember being far more achy. Crazy because now I'm older, I thought I would have been achier, and I was carrying so much stuff. And yes, I was just staying up there. I wasn't doing the travel back and forth each day like I stayed up in London. But the suitcase is what I definitely can testify to helping me not feeling so like run down and achy. And also I was wearing my bare feet shoes. I didn't wear like specific cosplay shoes for my Raven cosplay or anything like that. I just wore some black barefoot shoes, so my feet were very comfy. The Ravenwood Library, I got 2 products. This is a mystery thing. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I had a good feel around and I really wanted to buy this particular thing, but when they said they had a mystery thing that was like much cheaper, I was like, ooh, okay, let's see if I can find one in there. And I wasn't like looking because they were all facing out, so I wouldn't have seen it. But when I picked it up, I was like, that feels book-like. What I did fully purchase were some bookmarks. I also have a beautiful business card as well. And here is the QR code too. So I got 3 for £15, I believe, bookmarks, and they feel gorgeous. I think the owner said that they have like this very soft, like a very soft finish, and then they foil on top. I might have got the process wrong, but it was beautiful, and they could swap out the tassels as well. So I've got the Valeris, the City of Starlight bookmark, and it's absolutely stunning with a silver tassel. And on the back it says, to the stars that listen and the dreams that are answered. And then I got this gorgeous like celestial bookmark as well on the purple background with the silver. And I got like a dark, I don't know if that's like a grey or blue, it's kind of like a in between, like a navy grey, I guess you could say, tassel on that one. And then lastly I got this rose gold on black Ouija board bookmark with a rose gold tassel as well, and they're super stunning. And I also got a little sticker too, which was also fabulous. Okay, let's open the mystery box, or baggie rather. Oh, the sticker's kind of on the book a little bit. Try not to rip it. Not open this the best at all. Oh my god, I was trying to like save it and it just did not open how I intended it to open. But it is in fact their reading journal, which I'm super happy to have. It looks like so, and it's beautiful. It looks like it's on like a tarot card. It is stunning. I love the colour scheme. I love the very occult witchy vibe. Generally speaking, the whole design of the shop, as I was talking to the owner, she was saying how it's very much inspired by like tattoo designs, and I could really see that throughout the layout of the shop and the illustrations that she had and stuff. So this is one of those dotted reading journals where you can make out your own spread, and I've got something that should go quite nicely with that. So yes, I'm really looking forward to starting a new reading journal. I'm not near finished my one yet, but it's always nice to have fresh ones ready for when you are ready. Okay, speaking of things that could complement that reading journal, I got a couple of items from this gorgeous shop that was pretty much next door to that one, and figure out now what was what. So I believe I got some bookmarks from the shop, I think, and this is the main thing anyway. This is a book wrap up notepad, so you can write on them, peel them off. So if you so I got to the point basically where I couldn't be asked to write out all my like designs and stuff and pre-make every box, like basically all of these boxes in my bullet journal, and it just got to the point where I wasn't enjoying it anymore. So then I started just using the pre-made books, which I still love, but I miss the creativity part of it. So this seems like a really cool in between where you could have like a bullet journal which is blank, but then you can fill these in, stick it in, and then do all your cool artsy stuff around it. Still do like your extra boxes, but you don't have to think, oh god, it's coming to the end of the month, I need to write out all my boxes again. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what was becoming like for me. So this would look quite nice with the reading journal that I just showed. But this is stunning, and I want to say it's from this shop. This shop is Nooned Designs. And if so, then these, I'm pretty sure these are the bookmarks I got from them as well. It's a little sword. This is the socials on the back there. Again, this is like a soft finish as well, like autumnal sword too. And there's some information on the back there. What does that even say? I didn't read it. Information about this time of year from the 22nd of September to the 30th of November. It's a little bit of information about autumn. That's really sweet. Also got, I think for freebies, Hollows Grove University bookmark. It says your destiny is not to do what is right, your destiny is to destroy us all. Percy Jackson pins. I also had a sticker. I had a sticker and I put it on my top or my dress and it is gone. So I'm very sad. So I've got a green and a blue sticker too. I think that might have been from that shop that I just held up. So got an author card. This is A.K. Faulkner, and this author I believe has a series that is like Percy Jackson but with Celtic gods and make it gay, which I love the sound of. Speaking of Percy Jackson again, this beautiful bookmark. I'm pretty sure this was free, but it looks so like nice. So this is Percy Jackson and Olympians. If my life is going to mean anything, I have to live it myself. And I finally got clarity on what the new books are, because obviously we've had the new like neon covers, the redesigns for Percy Jackson's, but I didn't know what these new books coming out were. I think there's a third one due to come out next year, but I was like, are they redoing all of the series? Like I was a bit confused, I think because the new covers had just come out and then these books came out, but I've been collecting them anyway, you know, like with the Chalice of the Gods, those ones. But basically what it is, if you didn't know, and if you are interested in this very specific conversation, it is the senior years of Percy Jackson and his friends. So he's basically trying to get into college, and to do that he needs 3 recommendations from 3 gods. So each book follows like him going on like a mini quest to get a recommendation from a god, and of course it's not as straightforward as that. So he is obviously slightly older, he's going to college, and it's just those kind of in-betweeny years. And I said that sounds amazing because everybody wants to grow up with these characters, and I definitely grew up with him. I was a little bit older when I started reading the original books, but it was so nice to kind of see glimpses of him in the like spin-off series and be like, oh, he's probably sort of getting to my age now, you know. It was just nice to see. The senior years sounds really good, and I don't know why I was so confused about what these new books were. I was still collecting them, but I didn't know what they were. I hadn't read them. Now I know what they're about. I can go in there with an open mind. I also got this, I think this might have been a freebie with something, UK YA Spotlight, highlighting UK YA since 2020, and it is a little bit of information on it. You can scan that if you're interested. From Lip Pins & Co, who you can find on the website here, I got this really cute Heartstopper lanyard. I need to find out if I can actually wear this at work. I have seen people wear kind of not work official lanyards, so I don't know if I need to wear this and my other one, but we shall see. I thought it was very cute nonetheless, and it would be lovely to have. Like in a library, so it will be a good talking point for customers that come in that have read the book and are interested in Heartstopper and Heartstopper things. I do realise now that it is at like 30 minutes and I am nowhere near done with this haul. I think I'm going to be splitting it into 2 parts. The second part I'm going to try and be less rambly because I realise I have gone off on an excitable tangent. You might see me in these clothes again filming it straight after, or I might leave it for another day. But yes, let me know if you were at the Comic Con or YALC, and if you saw me there, let me know. Maybe next time if I go we can say hi. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you in another video soon. Bye.